Okay, so this is sort of a topic I've been wanting to talk about for quite a long time now. Because I feel like, especially recently, um, I've started seeing a lot more of an uptick in this kind of like hopelessness, doomerism, and it's like Gen Z, whatever, is doomed. Um, and I guess, yeah, to a certain extent, it has some merit. Even on YouTube, for some long form videos like this, just Minecraft gameplay, where some guy just like talks. Don't want to call out names, but some of the larger channels on this platform, I know, doing this kind of talk type thing does tend to play into these like doomerism, or like it's like I suck at everything, or I can't do that. And it's like, as corny as it sounds, like, of course you're not going to be able to do that if that's what you keep on telling yourself. Like, I failed at life, I'm a bum. This might be getting a little too specific, but yeah, you're not going to be able to accomplish any of those things if you like don't even try, you know um and you can be like, oh, but I do try. Then okay, why are you uploading these videos on the internet? um like, I guess when you upload them, you can win like a little bit of sympathy or something. And I know it's like, oh, but in those videos he actually doesn't really talk about those things and tries to motivate you. And it's like, yeah, but it's still sort of clickbaity. I don't really like that. He can do what he wants. But a lot of this overall sentiment, oh, look at that sunset. It's like, I'm gonna take a screenshot of that, I think. Look at that, it's so nice. Come on, look at the hills. Look at the sheep. It's so nice. Yeah. But yeah. They're just like, this mentality doesn't get you anywhere. And I'm just so sick of hearing it all the time. Just like people giving up. Um, this is kind of ironic because I also used to be like a doomer, for these kinds of things. um, Especially in freshman year, I decided to take advanced math because my eighth grade math grades were pretty good. And so my teacher, oh, why did I break the leaves? And so my teacher was like, if you want to join advanced math, you can. Not to me specifically, but to the class, and like, if you have good enough grades to take the test, blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I got good enough grades, maybe I can do it. But then the summer came and went, and I sort of didn't take the advanced math test because I didn't even really. I never got an email or anything about it. I didn't know how I was supposed to take it. My teachers never really talked about it either. Maybe I was supposed to go up to him after class or something. I was never really sure. But yeah, I never took the test. And nevertheless, I talked to my math teacher a week into freshman year, ninth grade, and talked to them about advanced math, my math teacher and the head of my math department too. Uh, and they agreed to let me join. And yeah, um, joining advanced math when I first got in, I was like, wow, this is so cool. You know, Finally moving on to the upper echelons of like the grind and stuff. And little did I know that would probably be, well, I don't want to say it's one of the worst decisions of that school year, but come think of it, it might be without taking the test. Um, I mean, was it a bad decision looking back? Probably. Do I regret it? Not really. Um, because okay, so what happened was I went through advanced math, and it was just awful because I finished the semester with a C plus, and I just told myself, maybe if I just really lock in, believe in myself and stuff, I can do it. But I really tried. There were like spurts of motivation where I really tried. Well, that does not go there. Where I really tried, but in the end, I tried so hard and I got so far, but in the end, it didn't even matter. And that just seemed to me like it went against everything that we're taught to believe. Like if you just try hard enough, you can do it. And I always thought that I just wasn't trying hard enough. I Yeah, and every time I'd get another bad grade, I just like hit my head against a wall. It's probably not the saying. Uh, but yeah, I just like be stubborn in that maybe if I just spent more time. And eventually, I even tried to bury myself during the weekends and stuff, and other things like YouTube videos and stuff, making them. And it never got me where I wanted to be. uh, yeah. And you might be wondering like, oh, what? How does that tie into everything? But I guess just after a while, I lost hope. I stopped believing towards the winter months, and then I finished the semester, like I said, with a C plus. And then in the spring semester, I had faith, but that faith didn't get me anywhere because I finished that semester with another C plus. Actually a B minus, I think, and it's just I became really pessimistic about it. Like, what's even the point, Where do I what do I do? What did I do wrong? Cuz I couldn't figure out what I did wrong. I didn't really understand how, trying hard didn't work out. And I just became so hard on myself, I'm a bum. I'm tired of being a bum. And that didn't get me anywhere though. Like, okay, yeah, I failed, but just saying that, thinking that, did that make me better at math? No. Um yeah, I reflected on what I did, and for the longest time I couldn't even find an answer of how I failed. Um was it because a lot of the other kids there had tutors or something, because the class probably combined has like a small army of tutors, uh, and I didn't. Yeah, and it's just that's just what was wrong with me, why couldn't I just do that? And it didn't help that I had just pressure from myself, from seeing my classmates do well. I'm glad I had a friend in the class so I could talk about stuff with somebody who also had firsthand experience. Yeah, but I also have parent pressure from my parents, pressure from, and a lot of that. I'm not saying that it's like unreasonable. To a certain extent, I think you need to have expectations. Yeah, but even with all that, and even if I did fail, uh, just beating myself up about it didn't do anything. Complaining about it doesn't really do anything either. I mean, yeah, I vented steam by complaining and stuff, like with my classmate, my friend who was in the class, but it didn't make me any better at math. Never, it didn't solve anything. um, yeah. So that was my story. Stop being so pessimistic, and like, it's easier definitely, but it's just not worth it. Yeah, doesn't get you anywhere, and every now and then everybody just vents and stuff, but just too much of it just builds up and makes you really just down on yourself in general. And that's where I got with math. With the math class, as stupid as it sounds, I like questioned what it was all even for if I couldn't get any better at it. Looking back, that I know that sounds stupid, but in the moment it didn't. Yeah. But yeah, that was pretty much all I had to say. Thanks for watching, liking, and subscribing. This video is pre-recorded, so it's gonna do a nice little fade out. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Adios.